but I would really want people who are corrupt.
That's what a corrupt person would say. Yeah.
Interesting.
Me, I'm corrupt.
Making sure that that's why I said we'll be meeting at the corridor of justice to make sure that you return such funds.
Yeah.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
My good friend Zadok. I see the heat. Yeah. You felt the heat that you even had to remove your jacket. It's just getting.
It's the energy.
We're just getting started. Anyways, previously, you didn't tell me actually. You just introduced your name. You did tell me what is it that you do. Are you a lawyer? Are you an advocate? You look like you do political science.
I'm actually planning on doing a political science course, but then as at now I am a lawyer and soon becoming an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. We'll be meeting a lot in the corridors of justice.
With who?
Anyone. You, especially you.
We will be meeting at the corridor of justice. So, you've currently finished your Kenya School of Law?
Yeah, I finished my Kenya School of Law studies, but still I'm having a continuation of it.
Alright.
Which will be ending soon.
Alright. That's good to know. Anyways, congrats on that, yeah?
Thank you.
We'll reach out to the next topic. This is pretty crucial. How do you think the corrupt officials are prosecuted? How do you feel like this we can better ourselves to ensure the corrupt politicians are prosecuted, they are brought to book, and I don't know if it's possible for them to return the money that has been stolen.
That is the better part. Returning the money because prosecution is not enough.
Would you return? No. Would you return? Would you return?
Well, first, I'm not corrupt, but I would really want people who are corrupt to return
That's
the
what a
money.
corrupt person would say. Yeah.
Interesting.
Me, I'm corrupt.
I'll be making sure that that's why I said we'll be meeting at the corridor of justice to ensure that you return such funds.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
No, positive corruption. That's
Is there anything like positive corruption?
Right now there is, yeah.
Okay.
Right now there is. I just made that up, but I want to find a way to justify it. Yeah, yeah. Then when we meet at the corridors of justice, yeah. So how do you think we can better ensure that these guys are prosecuted and they're brought to book? And I don't know. Tell me your view on how you think if it's possible for them to return the money that has been embezzled. Yeah.
Okay, first and foremost, like I said before, that we have our security with us. This one.
The Constitution,
so our book here
yeah,
has offices that have been established
yeah,
to ensure the government functions well, and to ensure that those who obey lead us correctly and those who disobey are brought to justice. So one of the most important institutions that are important in ensuring that corruption ends in the country is the judiciary. Another institution that we have is the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, ODPP. We also have the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission.
that's true.
And we also have various offices in different departments. Say, for example, we have IPOA dealing with the police officers.
Yeah.
We have the Advocates Complaint Commission dealing with the advocates. So specifically to talk about politicians or leaders in Kenya, because most of our leaders are politicians,
Yeah,
the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission plays a very big deal.
that's true.
And that's why that's why we also will be needing a very strict judiciary, an activist judiciary for this matter.
That's why
because it's very difficult to prosecute politicians in this country.
Yeah. Just from what you had said, yeah. Like I was telling you, corrupt politicians, yeah. These fraudulent beings. At my place of work, I feel like I've come face to face with them. I've shaken hands with them.
Why shake hands with them? Seriously?
When I say I've shaken hands, doesn't mean that we are, it's like, yeah, Mheshimiwa, like
They don't even deserve the title.
No, at that point, they're on the other side.
Okay.
We're in court. They're on the other side of the defense. They're never at the side of the prosecution.
Okay.
Yeah, but obviously they're usually out on bail. But the legal process, like there you said, it usually starts with investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, the investigation. That's where you have the Ethics and Anti-Corrupt Commission coming in. Yeah,
Yes.
those guys have been doing a wonderful job, don't you think?
They have been.
Of late have been. You've seen they're catching guys. You've seen that for police officers. How somebody hides behind a tree. Is it a tree? And they have a car and they're recording how police officers are taking money from
the public service vehicles.
Yeah, and I'm just like, wow. I mean, you guys do all that to
the
go to
problem that I have with them is that they target the small fish. Because
No.
why would you spend your resources?
Yeah.
Yes, it's corruption, but then the one that is draining our economy is from the politicians.
But you see, it all starts from somewhere. Yeah, it all starts from somewhere. There's I don't know. I heard this from if you're taking 500 Kenya shillings, so that you do something. You see, there's no difference. Yeah, there's no difference between you and somebody who's taking 1 million. You're getting, yeah. That's how it starts. Actually, you who's taking the 500, you're building your career for corruption. I mean, but in this world, corruption is very, very, very. It's something that's very, very, very. I don't even know. It's hard to tackle. Yeah.
It's a disease that is ailing us.
Yes.
And it has destroyed our country.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that has given rise to the current demonstrations in the country.
Yeah.
It's not all about the finance bill and all. Yeah, our country has been suffering from serious corruption that everyone is stealing openly without fear.
Yeah.
And that's why I was very insisting that our bodies that were given the mandate in this constitution to do their job need to take it very serious without fear.
Yeah, sure. As I was telling you, the legal process, the first one is investigation, where you have the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. You also actually forgot that one body that is working tirelessly.
Which one is that?
The DCI.
Oh,
Yes. They really investigate corruption. Yeah. Then after investigating, the second process you'll be having is prosecution. Yeah, and the prosecution there, the office of the ODPP comes in. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Obviously, they'll prosecute you based on the evidence gathered by the DCI or the EACC. Yeah. Then after you have the adjudication. It doesn't just go to any court, family court. No, it's a matter of corruption. Yeah, there to go to the anti-corruption court. Have you ever been in there?
Yes,
The atmosphere there.
I've had the.
Yeah, go to Milimani, at Milimani, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's even online, so you don't even need to get there physically.
Yeah, sure.
That is one of the best steps that the judiciary has taken in ensuring access to justice in Kenya.
Then obviously you have now the asset recovery,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, if you've been found guilty, there you come with the asset recovery. It's agency, yeah? Yeah.
True.
Which is usually tasked with tracing, freezing, recovering assets acquired through corruption. So of recent, this guy's assets were frozen, and what was it? The former governor for Migori.
Oh yes, Obado.
You've seen how his properties are being. Yeah.
All his assets were frozen, and the case is still active in court.
No, I think as of now, they've been auctioned. Yeah, his properties are being auctioned. Yeah.
Okay, never knew about that.
Yeah, watch news.
Yeah.
Watch news. Yeah.
I'll keep myself updated.
Sure,
I also remember the EACC went and froze an account belonging to a land registrar. Those are like bold steps that are taken. So you realize that after EACC have done their job, it's now upon our courts to do the necessary and ensure that justice has been delivered. And then with this one, will also be depending on the intel gathered or evidence. And in Kenya, there is so much that is happening to our evidences. I don't know whether our law on evidence has a lacuna in it that it's very easy to bypass it, or it's just incompetence, or no one cares about it at all on how to enforce our Evidence Act. Because most of the cases that have been dismissed or people have been acquitted are because of lack of enough evidence.
Sure.
People make reports, investigations are done, but when the judgments come, so and so has been acquitted for lack of evidence, so and so has been acquitted because of lack of witnesses. You see, so that is one of the.
And where are usually those witnesses? Where are they?
That is also the fear for their lives. Yet we have a witness protection department in Kenya. It's very sad.
We want the ones like for states, they give you a whole mansion, put security outside, there are cars there.
I don't think we can afford that at the moment.
No, we can. It's doable with all that money.
But first, it has to come from these people. They have to have the urge to stop corruption, so that when you present yourself to witness protection and say you have this information, you don't, as long as you're protected, you see, you don't need to ask for a lot of things. Help us get this guy off our country, off our resources, so that we can have a better witness protection that you need, you see. This money that this person is stashing somewhere else, this money that this person is wasting somewhere else, could be used to improve the services that you want. So we are making baby steps, and these baby steps require all our responsibilities as Kenyans. So if you are having information, reporting is not enough. Provide evidence. Don't ask for money like, say, I have this information, but I have to be paid. You see, by doing that, you are part of the corruption. You see, therefore it can never end.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
So the only way of minimizing it, it will take on all of us to act.
You see, I feel like when you're handling this topic of corrupt officials, politicians, that's to say, we usually have impediments. I feel like that's a major, impediments. What do you think is the reason as to why, these guys are not usually, brought to justice, not usually, because I feel like that's the loophole, like that's the jackpot, I found you guilty, evidence is showing, but 2 years from now I'm going to work out as a newborn baby with no crimes against me. What do you think?
Basically all our problem begins at the ballot, generally. Because the cycle continues. Every 5 years we elect our own people and we cry every time. I don't know what type of syndrome is that, but then we are the people allowing these politicians to interfere with such judicial activities or independent body activities. If we made it clear and stand up, or rise up and say, no, we will not allow you, we will not accept it this time. You see, we can actually fight this thing called corruption. Because impediment will only happen if the person that is doing it has no fear of any repercussion.
True.
You see? So if people stand firmly and say, so and so is doing this, because these people don't do it and say they're hiding at doing it. No, some are actually doing it live when people know it. That's why I'm saying it calls upon our responsibility as Kenyans to come up.
They usually say the best outfit you'll ever wear is confidence.
True.
When you do that with confidence, no one can ever get at you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You also have, I feel like you also have, let's say, political interference. Yeah. Political influence can hinder investigations. Yeah. The prosecutions. Yeah. Once there is a political figure behind a certain matter, it's gone. We also have an issue of legal loopholes. There are gaps and ambiguities in the legal framework, and they are exploited by corrupt officials. Anyone can be corrupt. It's just
actually on the issue of legal loopholes. I think the best way to correct this thing, if any Kenyan has identified one, you can actually petition the parliament. You can petition the High Court. Nowadays we have the courts divided into different sections. There's the petitions and the Constitution and Human Rights court, where all your petitions are heard. All you need is to just convince that this thing is happening and this thing is allowing it to happen, and this thing is going to infringe our right that has been given to us by the Constitution. No judge will turn away from you. They will give you a listening ear, and they will instruct the Attorney General and the legislature to actually act on your grievances.
On that, the final bit of it, what steps do you think let's say you as a person,
Yes.
as a citizen of Kenya, Article 2 of the Constitution, what steps do you think you can take to curb this? People will come and go, but sometimes even though you say this, people have said it, but 1 or 2, 3 years, it can still get to somebody. For instance, me, on my personal view, I feel like let's say Kenya as a country, we've actually practically these days we have the digital platforms,
Yes.
where you can actually report corruption and then you track cases. So that to enhance transparency. We also have the regular audits that are usually done.
Yes.
We also have publicizing cases, when there's a matter of corruption in court,
The Kenya law reports.
and it's a matter of public importance. So the case is usually publicized. And the media has their right to do whatever they want to do with the case, so that they make sure people get to know what is happening, where the money is going. So on that same, one final bit of question to that. Kenyans, the nation at large, their monies, the taxpayers' monies are being mishandled, they are being misused, this one it speaks for itself. Do you think, what do you think the government can do to make sure this wrong is written?
There's this phrase that most politicians use. Okay,
You're not a politician.
I'm not a politician, but there's this phrase that they usually use on us, that Kenya is bigger than all of us, you see. So it means that we have power within us as the other country. We have power. And with this power, when used correctly, we can achieve so much, basically. It reminds me generally on the sovereignty of the Constitution, as you say, Article 2, that
you want to read it?
all power. Yes, actually.
It's
good.
I'd love
because
I'd love to hear
this is our security, and this is what gives us even the authority to discuss everything in this today.
It's your Bible. You should know the pages by now. You don't have to.
No, it's also good so that someone may not say that we are inserting our own words. It's an authentic document, as you can see.
Right.
So the supremacy of this constitution, it says that the Constitution is the supreme law of the Republic and binds all persons and all state organs at both levels of government.
Sure.
Both levels. It means both county and the national. No person may claim or exercise state authority except as authorized under this Constitution. That's why I was talking about the bodies that are established under this Constitution.
Sure.
Because of bureaucracy, we cannot just move around without order. You see. Then the validity or legality of this Constitution is not subject to the challenge by or before any court other than or state organ. This is the Bible. Can only be changed through a good and a well demonstrated due process that involves public participation. And public participation, the courts have every day given us authority that without it, no law or no action or no policy can be formulated, because it is us. That is why it is us. We need information. You need to know why the government is doing this and this. You need to be informed. You need to be made aware. You see.
All right. As talking to some of my viewers, and I asked them what kind of improvements do you think we should be put in place, to curb this. Before I tell you what they said, let me listen to what you have to say. What improvements do you think you can put in place
to curb corruption in Kenya?
Yeah, but mostly with the political.
With the political class.
Political.
I think the best thing to do is to find a way of them returning the money that they have stolen from the public.
Tricky, but okay.
And this can be executed by, you can auction a politician, and nowadays everything is digital. You can follow the digital traces and find where these monies were taken to.
Yeah.
It's easy to follow, you see. The second thing is to jail them, because by depleting our money, it means they don't care about this country. Someone who doesn't care about this country doesn't deserve the right to be in here. You see, we put them in a place of power to look at our resources and manage them, but they do the opposite. It means they're not fit for this job. And then they should be apologizing to the country and to every citizen.
Before you get visited and been greeted.
Yes.
Have you been greeted? I'm excellent. Anyways, yeah, that's true. There's also independence. Yeah, you have to ensure the independence of the anti-corruption institutions. Yeah, to prevent political interference.
You know, when you talk about independence, it means that the reason why they are not independent is because someone is interfering there.
That's true.
They are willing to follow the due process, but then they are holding back.
All right.
That's why while introducing this topic, we say that confidence is key, and it will call upon all of us to take this action. Because you cannot be telling you, for example, now I'll be telling you also you can take this action, and then it's me who will go back behind your back to go and report you to the person who is supposed to be arrested or to be investigated.
True.
You see, that's why I'll be inhibiting your process. I'll be putting you in danger.
Yeah. Then also I feel like there should be harsher penalties,
True.
For corruption. Yeah. Longer prison sentences, higher fines, I find you corrupt and I'm telling you to pay 2 million, and you stole like 80 million. That's like
that's unreasonable.
Yeah. Then they should also enact robust laws, to protect whistleblowers, like they are telling you, witness protection.
True.
Yeah, I don't think I want to
And
become a witness.
provide more avenues for anonymous tips for people who are afraid.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you. I'll catch you up on the next topics. Yeah, this time let me go for food, not water.